Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa Allgood, and today it's November 6th, 1971. Dick is just days away from coming home on leave, and you can feel the anticipation in every word. He's on alert with Pie, talking about gossip and barbecue, while Sarah is hosting a full house in San Antonio for the LSU Alabama game. This game, Alabama versus LSU, would become a big tradition later in our family. My dad loved it. My mom loved it. And we used to watch it every year at Allgoods Bar and Grill in Big Sky. So it's wild to think that back in 1971, my mom was pregnant with me and watching that same game, surrounded by friends, missing him, and my dad was halfway around the world, wishing he could be right there with her. Let's start with Dick's letter. November 6, 1971. My dearest love, I love you. You are my sweet precious. You are so dear to me. I got the prettiest letter today. You are my loving wife. Pie and I have been on alert all day. No one much around. We had a quiet day. Took a nap. Pie and I shot the shit. Boy, is he a gossip. Apparently his wife is a lot like you. Everyone tells their troubles and their love life to her. Well, Pie relates to me and we laugh. I guess I am not as big of a gossip as him. But anyway, the place there at Patrick sounds like a small Peyton place, according to Honey Hill. The firemen here closed their bar last week and had a lot of money. They bought some chicken and steaks. Pie and I acted the part of the chefs, and they invited our alert crew for supper. So we had an outdoor barbecue tonight. I love you so much. I so wish I could be with you each day. I have that blue Pan Am ticket now, and I want to go now. I really can't wait to come home to you. You are my entire life. My little chickadee, too. I love you so. I hope I am writing legibly tonight. We stayed up and watched TV until 2 a.m. I am now talking to my lover. You are so cute with your talk about the material and notions. My wife, a seamstress. Boy, wonders never cease to amaze and happen. I might only be kidding. You can keep the dress you ordered too. We can splurge on your clothes. I don't want my wife to go without clothes, okay? Baby, I love you so. Only a few more days and we will be together. I love you with all of my heart. Sleep warm. Love, Dick. Whoa, wow, my dad was cooking. I love that. And while Dick was cooking over a charcoal grill somewhere in Vietnam, Sarah was across the world in San Antonio, hosting friends, cheering for Alabama, and missing him like crazy. This next letter is a perfect snapshot of her world that night. Here's the second letter, written on 6 November, Saturday, from my mom to my dad, exactly as she wrote it. My sweet, whittle chickie, precious darling. Ha! I bet I got you on that one. How does this love letter find my captain? Happy and excited, I hope. Only one more lonely Saturday, and then my love will be here for the next one. I wonder why the thought of my baby coming home seems to dominate my every thought. All day long I've been telling everyone, just you wait, only one more Saturday. And then, I'm so excited. I have almost everyone else as excited as your wife. There is no way anyone except my hubby could be as excited as I am. I was up early, to the mail. I had to open sweet precious letters. My day seems to be so much better when I have a letter. I think it has something to do with my mood. Ha! Also, I had gotten a letter from Terry. She got her radio and loves it. She said that she and Bill had been so busy they barely had enough time to take a crap, much less write. They're going to try and write before leave, but if not, be sure and call when you come home, okay? She sends her thanks also for the radio, love. She said Dormany had gone back home, and he and Susan were coming to Miami over Thanksgiving, and all were going to Jamaica. That's about all of her news. After the mail, I had breakfast with Steve and Melinda. Paul and Becca came down after breakfast. We all sat around and bullshitted for a while. I then came home, did the apartment, bath, dressed. I had to go to Handy Andy to get myself and our baby a few odds and ends in the apartment to eat. I had only a few things to pick up and didn't feel like going to the commissary. I wrote a check to Handy Andy for $10.82, and also Don and Ben's for $8.82. I bought some beer for the game tonight, plus I wanted a G&T and didn't have the G. Had to go to the drugstore for birthday cards, a Thanksgiving card for Mom and Dad, and writing paper for my lover. Did you notice the good smell? Does it turn you on? Then we came home, and we had the ball game TV party tonight. LSU and Bama. Everybody was here tonight. We decided we had more room here than anywhere else. That is, with color. Steve and Melinda have more room, but they're using our old black and white. Anyway, Melinda and Becca came over to help me. They did it. Moved the TV out and into the living room. Moved the furniture around. Everyone brought their beanbags. About 4, and Paul and David went out and bought in a big load of Mexican food. Boy, it sure was good. Anyway, first thing I know, the apartment is packed. I miss not having my darling home when we do things here. I keep reminding myself soon, not too long now. Paul and Becca, David and Eliza, Dixie, Simone, Carl, Melinda, and Steve had to go to a stag prom. Jan went to a party but came late. Joy, John Welchell, Jim Mays, Sam, Ernie, and Mike and Nancy stopped by for a shooter, then left to go to Ed Crouch's. He's from Birmingham. We had a good time. The game kept us all on pins and needles. LSU looked good. Musso was injured and only played when really needed. The final score was 14-7. Bama won, and that score was, with Bama, 2 field goals, 1 touchdown, and 2 points on the extra. So you can see, we sweated it. You would have laughed. Paul lettered in Alabama track. He wore his sweater and was blowing a horn. David had a horn too. And we have such homely next-door neighbors. We hope we bugged them. The Bama-Auburn game, when you're home, will be even more fun. We've planned a parade, etc. About 50 people expected to participate. I think I told you already. I swear pregnancy, as I've said before, has affected my memory. Once I could remember everything. Now I can't remember from one day to the next. The one thing I do remember for sure, my love for you grows by leaps and bounds. I love you so much. Sometimes I feel as though my heart will just burst. Even when I'm writing, it seems to race, skip, and flutter. I just think you're so wonderful. And I'm so thankful and grateful to have you as my husband, lover, friend, and father of our baby. I love you so much. I'm tired and sleepy, baby. I'll close, dream of my darling, and write more tomorrow. Night, night. Kisses and hugs, with all of my heart and soul forever. Sarah. Wow. You can feel the countdown in both of their letters. The quiet waiting, the energy building, and how love fills the spaces between every ordinary detail. From gossip and barbecue to Mexican food and college football, they're both living their separate Saturdays, but dreaming of the next one together. I just love that. If you're enjoying the Allgoods Vietnam through the eyes of love, you can support the project and help keep these letters coming by visiting buymeacoffee.com/the Allgoods Love. Until next time, thanks for listening and for keeping the story alive.